There's a big difference in understanding your past and living in it. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Thanks for checking back into the No Comfort Zone. This is your host, Dan Brzezowski, coming at you very real from a point of view of awareness. Listen, I want to share something with you. If you're not where you want to be at in your life, or if you're in a very undesirable place right now, you might be going through a divorce, you might be on the verge of some financial ruin, you might be just got rejected. For whatever's true for you, you might, you just might be in a place where you don't want to be. You might be stuck in average. You might be facing mediocrity. Whatever that is, you're the person that's listening to this podcast for a reason. You're looking for solutions, for tools, for opportunities to get you from point A to point B. I'm that guy. This is the reason why you're here. And, so I have an opportunity. What I do, in case you're new to the program, is I've dealt with a little bit of adversity in my life that I put myself through. And in doing so, I've realized that I have some solutions within me that I had to identify when the pain got too great. When I realized I was facing a life of mediocrity, a life of average, and it scared the shit out of me. I already dealt with some severe things like a coma, alcoholism, drug addiction, financial ruin, divorce, bankruptcy, all that stuff. I dealt with all of it, from poor decisions, from living life. That's what happened. And rather than feeling the role of a victim, I decided to take 30 years of personal growth and development and start applying those principles, actually applying the principles from what I've learned along the way. And I had a pretty good outcome. In about 60 days, I lost about 30 pounds. I increased my net worth a little bit. I was able to walk away from a dream job to find a great client, to find another dream job, and living happily ever after, living in every day, trying to become a better version of myself. Man, it's so unbelievably simple, but it ain't easy. And I just want to share that with you, that living this life and going this direction, it's all about problem solving. It's about looking at opportunities, creating an ideal situation for you to solve problems and have other people help you by showing up as opportunities or resources for you to get through that obstacle and become the ideal version of yourself. Super simple. But if you're that person that, you go to my website, thenocomfortzone.com, you get on that calendar, we have that conversation, we set up that 20-minute call, and I'm going through it. And if you're going to get on the call with me, it's really simple that you understand one thing, and this will help you out, and maybe you don't even need to make the call. I think if you just do this one thing, you wouldn't have to make the call. 10% of your energy goes towards what's the problem. Man, what is the deal? Where am I at? Self-awareness 101. Where am I at? What do I do, or what don't I have? My man Frank J. Lopes, 7-Minute Setup. That book is amazing. It's a great book. We need to make that book a national bestseller times 10. That thing needs to become world renowned, just because it's so simple and easy to use and so easy to understand and digest, and to start applying those principles. Far easier than my program, but when I tie that program to what I got going on, man, you're like 8 feet tall and bulletproof. You are cooking with gas, man. You have caught lightning in a bottle. You are on your way to success. So I want to share this with you. I want you to know something, that call, when you're there, 10% goes to what is the problem? What are you lacking? What don't you have? What are you looking for? What do you want? Then 90% is the solution, and my solution is the blueprint. Frank's solution is the 7-Minute Setup. There's a whole bunch of Tony Robbins' Personal Power. There's so many different opportunities for you to look at these things and realize what it is that you need to do. You're going to have to start taking action. One of the best things I learned in the last 2 years, if you want to become a runner, right, which is what I was hoping to do, then all of a sudden, bam, I got a knee injury because I didn't know how to run. Go figure. But if you want to become a runner, what's one of the first things you have to do? You have to go to the starting line. You have to start running. You have to start. It's not about finishing. It's about starting. You're going to have to go start something. In the next 15 minutes, you have the possibility, the opportunity in front of you to change your whole life by doing something, by starting. Start. Don't live in the past. Be aware of what happened in the past. I realized that I had poor choices in friends. I realized that I chose poor environments to be in. Once I changed my playmates, once I changed my playground, everything changed for me. Better opportunities came up to provide better solutions towards the obstacles and the objections that I was facing in my own life. And I know without a doubt in my mind, it could be true for you too. It could really be that true for you to get there. So I'm on the call, and there is a time for whining and wailing and crying, and that happens. Believe you me, I did that and no kidding, my ex-wife can attest to this. There is a time to cry. I think I cried for a year straight. No shit. 37 years old. I think I cried. I used to have a motto that I was 35 and still alive because I couldn't believe it. But the time I got to 37, man, I was still a wreck. I still wasn't happy with who I was or where I was at. I felt like the victim. My family booted me out. No house, no real job to speak of anymore. Just no identity whatsoever. I validated myself through my family, through my work, through what I thought I was in my head. I have all these validations I had, but at the end of the day, who was I? I was a fraud. I was a facade. And I realized that I'm going to have to break all this down and start over again. And slowly, brick by brick, I started to tear things down and started to get rid of these facades. Now I'm super honest, I'm open, I'm transparent to a fault. I make people sometimes uncomfortable with my transparency, and I'll call out bullshit in a minute. If you're on the call and you get on there, and I understand there's empathy and there's sympathy. Sympathy is, I feel bad for you. I want to be in the same situation so now I can feel just as bad as you. Now we're both screwed. Hey man, I know that you're going through a divorce right now. Just so I understand you, the wife who I love and I'm passionate, I'm going to go divorce her so I know exactly how it feels like to be alone and divorced. Ain't going to happen. I've already been there and done that. Now, empathy is a different story. You've got a divorce. Listen, I can tell you all the wrong things to do in a divorce. And because of hanging around the right people who have gone through divorce and the choices they made and the outcomes that they have, I can tell you exactly how to go through successfully and navigate a divorce. I can actually say that. I didn't do it myself initially the right way, but I can tell you this. I got a lot of experience with divorce now, the good and the bad. And the truth be told, if you're whining and wailing and crying, hoping, waiting, wishing, wanting all of these things to happen and change, it ain't going to happen. I'm not the guy you want to call. But if you're ready for a reality check, a real reality check, where you look at yourself, man, I screwed up, man. I was too much into myself. I was too much into my work. I neglected my wife, neglected my family. I was too much into drugs and alcohol. I was too much into avoidance. I didn't communicate my feelings. I never stood up to the person. I never had an opportunity to have an argument with a level-headed, clear debate. The relationship wasn't built on trust. It was based on lust. I realized all of the reasons that I made these mistakes and why I got divorced. Now, here's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to take a strong, hard look in the mirror and realize I need to fix what's in front of that mirror. And I'm ready to do that. First thing I need to do is get my mind right. AIDA, awareness, identify, decide, and take action. AIDA. Once you grab the awareness that you need, you're going to have to identify, and this is really where it comes into the blueprint. This whole podcast revolves around step 2 of the mindset of the whole blueprint. It comes down to the identification. How in the heck did you get here? I get here because I make stupid choices for immediate gratification to validate myself on stuff that has no substance or character. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. We're talking the same language at this point. I am with you, my brother. Now, how are we going to fix that? We're going to get rid of some comfort zones in your life, man. No more immediate gratification. You get it? Immediate gratification, the seeking of immediate gratification is what got you in this jam. Now what's going to get out of this jam is extending those comfort zones, getting rid of them, getting rid of the nice subtleties in life. You know what? You've got an opportunity. You want to feel great about yourself? You think you've earned a hot shower? You're out of your mind. Wait a minute, Dan. Whoa, what are we doing? That's too harsh. No. You are out of your mind if you think that you're going to live a life beyond mediocrity, if you're going to keep doing the same things over and over again. This is a reset button. This is a calorie deficit, sleep deprivation, comforts of life gone for 30, 60 days, however long you can do it. 30 days gets your head right. 60 days changes your life. That's the way it goes. The gratitude and appreciation you're going to have for the things and people around you after you go through this are amazing. You're going through a mental retreat. Am I wrong to say this? Am I wrong to say that while we go through the blueprint, that your feelings and your emotions don't matter? That was so harsh. People get so upset at me when I say that. There's a cognitive behavioral triangle out there in the psychology world. Listen, I'm not an expert on it, but I do know this. If you're going to base all of your feelings and react, or your reactions are going to be based all on feelings alone with no thought process, you're a crazy man. You're a crazy person. I know, because I've been there. You're completely primal. Somebody steps on your toe. Somebody crosses the line. Somebody says something that you don't like and you don't rationalize it and you go rip the person's head off, or you feel justified. What are you doing? A stimulus comes in, something that you don't like or something you do like. It's time to sit for a minute and make the decision. Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it? If not, why not? If you do, why? Is this good for you or bad for you? I'm going to tie this back into Frank's book, The 7-Minute Setup. I'm going to tie it back into that. Is that going to help you in the next 7 minutes, 7 seconds, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years? Is what you're going to do, is eating that jelly donut going to help you in your 7-year plan? No, it's not. It's not. In his book, he talks about getting rid of processed foods. I don't know. That's pretty interesting. It's tough for me to do. I'm a retail car guy, for Christ's sake. But you know what? If I know I'm going to eat 40 meals, let's say, in a week, and 38 of them are clean, and I got 2, and I'm going to have one of those as a jelly donut, I can live with that. That's sustainable for me. During the no comfort zone, I'm telling you, man, you got to give up a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things you need to give up in order to get what it is that you want. But if you're going to live in the past and play the role of a victim and think that somebody deserves something for you, or you think that you're in a place in your life because you can justify why it's okay to be fat, why it's okay to be lazy, why it's okay to not have any passion in your life whatsoever, why it's okay to be a bitch, this is the wrong place for you to be. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to be that person that people look up to. It's time for you to be excited about your life. And how do you do that? You realize the pain that you went through and you hold on to it for just a second. All right, man, I don't want to live through that again. What do? I'm not going to put my hand on the burning stove. I learned it hurts. And then I can't use my hand for a few weeks. It's painful. It's not a smart thing to do. I'm trying to explain in life and things, if you want to go play in traffic, you're going to get hit by a car. If you're going to go through immediate gratification and you think that immediate gratification is going to solve the greater problem, it's okay to take some weed. It's okay to do that. No, it's not. Not if you're in the no comfort zone. Not if you're in an average place in your life. Not if you want more. It's not okay. It's not time to celebrate and have that shot. What are you celebrating? Are you kidding me? When you hit your potential, then you can celebrate. Damn, that's too harsh. Then don't listen to the podcast. Don't call. Don't get on the calendar. But if you want more of this, what I'm telling you is this. Time for you to work on you and time to get real for a minute. Because for me, it was life and death. And out of the 15,500 subscribers that I have, thank you very much, by the way. Thanks for the reviews. Thanks for the awesome ratings. I greatly appreciate it. And if you could, go to Apple iTunes if you haven't done it. I would love to get 15,400 awesome reviews. The other 100 people are probably haters anyway. But if you could give me a great review, I'm trying to help really cool people just like you find this podcast and connect with them. I don't care what you do for a living. If you've got problems and you're trying to figure out how to solve them, and you're just like in that place, man, I don't know what to do. I'll help you, man. I'll set you straight. I will set you free. We're going to take these problems and adversity that you're currently having right now. We're going to take a look at them and we're going to find the solutions there. The gold that's going to help you get from point A to point B. As Kevin Hart would say, the golden nuggets. We're going to get those golden nuggets for you. So you can go where it is you want to go in your life. So you can be happy. So you can podcast in a car, dropping your 12-year-old off at his mom's house on your way home to your house. And you could let the world know that, you help people solve problems. Because that's what I do. I got my own problems, but I'm working on them every single day, and I'm a better person because of it. And I want you to do the same thing. And then when you're at it, I want you to grab 100 people and help them too. Because that's what this life's all about. Become aware of where you're at. Identify how you got there. Instant gratification ain't the way to go. Put the donut down. Save the weed for later. I guess it's legal everywhere now, right? You don't need to drink the shot. It's not that time yet. Take the cold shower. Get up an hour and a half earlier. Read something positive. Call up somebody you haven't heard from in a while, and you call them and you initiate the relationship. Get out of your comfort zone. See what happens. Listen, I appreciate you listening to the podcast tonight. Hopefully I didn't get too far out there, but just let me share this with you. I do want to work with you, and I do want to help you. You are the solution. You are the solution. It's your reality check. Tomorrow's going to be another day. You're going to have to do it. How do you want to do it? Do you want to be proactive? Do you want to be reactive? Seriously, let's get proactive. Get on my calendar. Go to thenocomfortzone.com. Get on the calendar. Let me call you. Let's talk about the blueprint. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about how amazing the next year is going to be because you started. If you started 90 days ago on being the ideal version of yourself, how would you be right now? Point A to point B. And if you didn't start 90 days, that's okay. The next best time to start is now. Get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.